6:49 our time now. A little breaking weather for you. We now have a Category 2 hurricane. Michael just becoming Category 2 with the 7 o'clock update. Winds up to 100 miles per hour with this. And it makes sense. We're talking about it. Look at the satellite presentation here. See the eye well showing up now. Not as much wind shear, not ingesting some of that drier air like we saw either. So again, now winds are up to 100 miles per hour here as this dew moves north-northwest to 12 and pressure dropping to 968 from 973. That's a 5 millibar drop in that time frame. So that's a pretty good and indication this is going to continue to intensify. Winds should be 105, probably greater by 1 o'clock this afternoon. Expected to be a Category 3 by 1 o'clock in the morning, if not sooner now. And landfall still expected around 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday as a Category 3 with winds of 120 miles per hour. Devastating storm expected for the Florida Panhandle here. Not great news at all. I know many of you go out there on vacation. Many of you have homes out there. Hopefully they're secured and ready for a major hurricane to impact them, especially if they're right along the water there. Not to mention the storm surge expected out here at around 10 to 16 feet in some places potentially. So that's going to be bad because it'll wipe out all those barrier islands there across the southern coast there of Florida, the Panhandle. And of course the storm moves to the Carolinas and could bring some heavy rain to those areas as well that were impacted by Florence. Tropical storm watch is in effect for the Mississippi coast, mainly because a wind gust could get that strong, around 39 miles per hour, but nothing significant expected for you guys, which is good. Back here at home, our impacts again, coastal flooding 1 to 3 feet above normal. Winds around 15 to 30 miles per hour, and that's with maybe a wind gust, a couple inches of rain, and minor street flooding possible here with that. Right now, though,